So we all know that in NBA 2K25, shooting is a complete issue, and it's a little bit more difficult than in past years, especially if you're not using rhythm shooting. Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk all about how to get your lethal zones and the art of shooting. So for those of you guys that don't know, there are hot zones, and how you find your hot zones is you press start and then go to the city tab, go down to city stats, go over to 2K card. I know it's a bit convoluted, and then you want to hit right trigger until you find your hot zone. So as you see on the right hand side, there is blue for cold, gray for neutral, red for hot, and purple for lethal. So what that means is if you're cold in the spot, you're going to start to get weird animations, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult to hit your shots in cold zones. For neutral zones, it's going to be shooting just like normal. For hot zones, your green window gets a little bit bigger, and for lethal zone, your green window gets bigger yet. In order to get your lethal zones, you'll need to do something called the art of shooting. And actually there's a quest for this every single week, and you can only do this every single week. So if you go to your quest and go to side, you will see under weekly, art of shooting challenge will be there if you haven't done it yet. And it gives you 500 BC and season level rep, and you'll need to go to the art of shooting gym. Where is that? Well, it is to the south in the city. Right here where I am located is this first building. It's just right outside the Gatorade training facility. So you'll go ahead and run in here, and you're going to have a couple different options depending on what you want to do. Also, you do need to get your hot zones first. I believe I did see somebody on Reddit say that there's a way to cheese level 3 of lethal, and that you can actually challenge him when you don't have hot zones. Get your hot zones because he'll miss more, and then go and get your lethal zones. I don't think that that's real, but maybe it is. You can test that if you want to. I'm not going to because I want to get my lethal zones and I really don't want to mess up for a week. I wouldn't recommend it though because I hear it's a pain and you have to close the app a lot. Now, once you get here, go ahead and talk to, I believe, Lethal, and he's going to talk about some things. I'm going to go ahead and skip it. Now you can choose your session. There's a few different sessions here. You have one zone, which is just make as many shots as possible. It's pretty easy. 2 zones, which is make as many shots as possible in 60 seconds, shooting from 2 different zones. And then 3 zones where you have to outscore lethal, and this is the one that I don't recommend because it's really difficult. You can give it a go and see what happens. I hear he does not miss. I personally am just going to go ahead and do medium. The last time I actually didn't make one of them, and I only got 1 lethal zone, but hey, 1 lethal zone is better than no lethal zones. The other thing I want to say is if you're in the middle of a challenge and you know you're not going to be, for example, beating lethal, you can close out of the app and restart it. Now, you want to make sure to do this before like 10 or 5 seconds are left on the clock, because if you do it too late, it's going to register that you did it because you didn't close the app soon enough. So for those of you guys on PlayStation, you just hold down your PS button, hit start, and then close game. For those of you guys on Xbox, I'm sure you know what to do, but I'm not 100% sure how to close because I don't have an Xbox right now because Gears. We're going to go ahead and do the 2 zones again, medium. And then once you're here, it's actually going to allow you what zones you want to do. Again, I personally highly recommend doing the zones you already have hot. So for me, I'm a 3-point shooter, so I really like having my hot zones around the 3-point line. As you can see, I'm missing one. I do have a quick guide on how to get your hot zone, so if you're interested in that, make sure you check that out on the channel. Personally, I'm going to do the top of the key here, and then I'm going to do the left center. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this, and I will show you what it looks like. Again, I'm probably going to mess up and not get my lethal zones, but this is how you get your lethal zones because I'm, recording a video. And normally when I do that, I play worse. So let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and hit triangle to advance. And as you see, it's going to tell us, hey, you need to make as many shots as you can from 60 seconds and then go to the next spot. So we're just going to do that. Let's go ahead and get shooting. Man, this game feels so weird when it's like not online. It's crazy. All right, and on to the next one. Oh, it already starts, so it starts right away again. Sorry, I haven't done this for the first minute. And then make sure you're also in the zone. As you see, I'm kind of hopping forward a little bit. You want to make sure that you're still in your hot zone. Otherwise, it's not going to count you. And there we go. We got 3 stars, so that should give us both spots lethal. And I'm just going to go ahead and miss every shot from here on out, so we chilling. But as you can see at the top, it is going to show us our lethal zone. So if you get 2 stars, you'll get 1 lethal zone. If you get 3 stars, you will get 2 lethal zones. As you saw, my lethal zones turned to purple. So now I have that extra shooting boost, which again for 2K25 is massive. Again, we're going to go over here and show you on the city stats. and we are going to see that now I have 2 purple lethal zones. And again, I highly recommend doing this every single week, not only for the lethal zones, but also for the 500 VC. You saw that took me literally like a minute and a half, and if you're not explaining to people, it's going to be even quicker. So again, if you guys have any questions, make sure that you leave a comment down below. Again, if you guys are losing or you don't think you're going to hit that 3 stars, go ahead, close out of the app, restart, you'll be good to go. Also, you can try that other method that I saw on Reddit, where if you're facing lethal, that you don't get your hot zones, you go over there and challenge them, you get your hot zones, and then you go get your lethal zones. Again, I don't think that's how it works. I saw it on Reddit, so do it at your own risk. I'm just saying, if you're trying to do a level 3, it may be something that works, but do it at your own risk. I personally haven't done it. Again, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like for the algorithm. Now I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Turn up the summer vibes. Get off your phone one time, would you come outside? Cause we all here chillin'. Yeah, it's the same old, same old, same. No, we don't play no games. Oh, they wanna talk. Why they gotta hate, oh,